We're going to start lying down on the back. So go ahead and lie down and bend the knees so the soles of your feet are flat on the floor. Now separate your feet as wide as the mat and let the knees come together. Spread the arms out and away from the body with your palms facing up. Go ahead and close your eyes if that feels comfortable, or you can keep the eyes halfway open or open 1/3 of the way. Begin to just notice the natural flow of your breath. Effortlessly noticing the inhales and exhales without the need to change the breath. Notice what parts of your body move as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Simply observe. And now keep your feet wide and the knees together. You're going to draw both knees over to the right, like a windshield wiper going to the right. Reach your left arm over to the left for this little Z twist here. You might notice your right thigh externally rotating and the left thigh internally rotating here. Keep your ribs soft and your neck, shoulders soft. Few more breaths here. Come back to center. And now we'll go the other way. So both knees over to your left. Reach the right arm to the right. Your gaze can be towards the right, or you can look up to the sky if that feels better on your neck. Come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice hug here. Hands either on top of the shin. You can also place your hands on top of the kneecaps and let the feet dangle like that with your arms straight. Feels great on the back. Any variation that works for you. And then roll to your right side. Come up to sit. And then we'll set up in hands and knees. Tabletop. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Spread the fingers, root down through the palms of your hands. Inhale, cow pose. And now as you exhale, round your spine. Tuck the chin into your chest for cat pose. Breathe in, lift your chest. Arch the spine. And breathe out, reverse, tuck the chin to the chest and round. Inhale, lift the chest, cow pose. And breathe out, arch the spine, round the spine. Keep moving like this at your own pace. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, inhale and exhale. Going at your own pace. So this might be faster for you, might be slower. You could add a pause at the top of the inhale. And just breathe in like that, whatever feels nice for you. Again, breathe in, cow pose. And breathe out, cat pose, round the spine, push the ground. Now we'll move the hands forward in front of you, tuck your toes, lift your knees, lift your hips into a downward facing dog. Whatever feels nice here, keep the knees a little bit bent or a lot bent. Heels lifted off the ground. And draw the belly into your spine. And get long through the torso by pushing the ground away with your hands. Breathe here. Now come forward to a plank pose, upward push-up. Breathe. And now tap the knees, lower the torso all the way down to the floor. Point your toes, and once you're here, take your hands underneath your shoulders, draw the shoulders up and away from the ears as you breathe in and come up into Cobra. So lift the chest as far as you can go without forcing. And then when you're ready, lower the chest back down. Press back hands and knees. And then a little child's pose here, head down, hips back, arms forward. We'll go back into downward facing dog. One more breath. And now walk the hands back to meet the feet. Let the heels come down. And then halfway lift as you inhale. Fold again as you exhale. And grab opposite elbows down here. Or just let the arms dangle. Sway from one side to the other. Whatever feels nice. And then we'll start to come up to stand. And once you come up, go to the front of your mat. Find mountain pose, feet parallel or together, and then arms down by the sides, palms face forward. Now adding some movement here. Bend your knees, come to a chair pose. And now as you exhale, you're going to fold forward over your legs here. As you breathe in, come into chair pose again. As you exhale, come up to stand, arms by the sides. Again, inhale, lift your arms all the way up and over. As you exhale, sink your hips, chair pose. Stay as you breathe in. As you breathe out, fold forward. Again, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. As you exhale, come up to stand, arms by the sides. Again, inhale, both arms reach up and over. As you exhale, chair pose, bend the knees. Stay as you breathe in. As you breathe out, fold forward. Come up to a halfway lift. Look forward. As you exhale, fold. As you inhale, chair pose again. And as you exhale, come up to stand, arms by the sides. Stand in mountain pose and actually make sure that you have your 2 blocks in front of you. Have them available for the next sequence. And take a moment in mountain pose here. Now when you're ready, lift both arms up and over. And as you exhale, fold forward over your legs, maybe hands on the blocks. Come up halfway here. As you exhale, bend the knees, move the blocks to frame your feet. Step back with your left foot. So you're lunging on the right side, hands on your blocks. They can come lower if you like. See that you're pushing away from the blocks and not putting so much weight into them. Now keep your left hand where it is. Reach the right arm up into an open twist. Reach up through the right fingers. And now reach the right arm towards the back and then circle the hand back down. Move the blocks out of the way and step to plank pose. Lower all the way down, knees or no knees, your choice. Straighten the legs behind you, point your toes. Inhale, come into Cobra pose, lift the chest. Exhale, lower. Press back into downward facing dog. Breathe there. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Now bend the knees deeply, look forward. You're going to step your left foot between the hands. If it doesn't get there right away, grab the foot, walk it there. Grab your blocks, set them right underneath your hands, your shoulders. Get long through your spine. Press away from the blocks, light on the hands. And now right hand stays. Reach the left arm up into that open twist. Reach up through the left fingers. One more breath. Now reach the left arm towards the back and then circle the hand back down. And now step the back foot forward to meet the left. Halfway up as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Inhale, come all the way up and over. Exhale, hands together to the heart. Other side like that. So breathe and both arms reach up. Breathe out, fold forward. Halfway lift as you inhale. This time, step back with the right foot. So place the blocks to frame your feet. Step back with the right foot. So yes, you're still lunging on the left side. Breathe. Now, left arm up into that open twist. Lower the hand back down. Step back to plank pose. Take a breath. Knees or no knees, come all the way down. Point your toes. Inhale, lift your chest, Cobra. And as you exhale, lower your chest back down. Press back, downward facing dog. Breathe here. And now bend the knees, deeply look forward. This time step the right foot between the hands. Walk the foot there if you need to. Set up your blocks to frame your right foot. And set up your lunge here. Make sure you're pressing away from the blocks. Getting light through the hands. Press back through your left heel. Now we'll take that same open twist on the right side. Reach the right arm up into that open twist. Reach up through the fingers. And then when you're ready, lower the hand back down. Step the back foot to meet the right. Halfway lift. Inhale. Fold. Exhale. Come all the way up as you breathe in. Lift the arms. Exhale, hands together to your heart. And now when you're ready, reach both arms up and over. Breathe in. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. This time bend the knees, plant, and step back to plank pose. As you exhale, lower all the way down, knees or no knees, that's your choice. As you inhale, come up to Cobra, maybe a little higher, maybe not. Exhale, lower the chest back down. Press back, downward facing dog. Feel free to make these as suitable for you as you can. So you can skip down dog, you can skip plank pose. You can skip Cobra, you can skip all. And then bend the knees. Look forward. Halfway lift. Inhale. Fold as you exhale. Come all the way back up. Breathe in. Exhale. Hands together to your heart. Again, inhale. Reach up and over. As you exhale, fold forward, bend the knees, halfway lift, breathe in, step to plank pose, breathe out. Lower all the way to the ground, knees or no knees. As you breathe in, Cobra, lift the chest. Exhale, lower yourself back down. And downward facing dog, press yourself back. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Bend the knees, deeply look forward, step or hop halfway up. Exhale to fold. As you inhale, come all the way up. As you exhale, hands together to the heart. Breathe in, moving on. As you exhale, fold forward. Come up halfway, inhale. Bend the knees, plant your hands, step to plank pose. As you exhale, lower all the way down to the floor. A little different this time. You can stick to Cobra, what we've been doing, or move the hands back in line with the elbows and then press all the way up into up dog. Thighs off the ground. And then when you're ready, press back, downward facing dog. Breathe here, inhale. And exhale. And bend the knees deeply, look forward, step or float to meet the hands halfway up as you breathe in. Fold as you breathe out. Inhale, come all the way up and over. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Pause here, arms by the sides. And take a breath here, mountain pose. Now, as you breathe in, take both arms up and over, sink into a quick chair pose. Now, as you breathe out, go ahead and fold forward over your legs. As you breathe in, halfway lift, reach up. As you exhale, move the blocks to frame your feet. Step back with your left foot. Press the foot back as if you had a wall behind you. Blocks right underneath the shoulders. And now ground the back foot, heel out, toes in, and rise up into warrior two. So bend through your front knee, align the torso over the hips there. Press down through all four corners of your feet. And reach back, reach forward at the same time. Soft gaze. Breathe here. And now, when you're ready, flip the front palm, reverse the warrior. So light on the back hand. Now bring that right forearm on the right thigh. Reach your left arm up and by the left ear. Keep your chest nice and open. Another option is you place your right hand on that block that's next to your right foot. And some of you may even be able to place that right hand on the floor without blocks, although that's not necessary. Whatever works here. And then as you breathe in, come right back up to warrior two. Straighten the right leg and bring the back foot in a little bit closer. Shift your hips so they're almost facing forward. Tee the arms. Now reach forward, forward, forward. Lower the hand to that block you have next to the right foot. Move it back just a bit and then reach your left arm up. Few more breaths there. Triangle pose. Now reach that top arm up and by the ear. Lower the left hand down to the block. lift the back heel, straighten the front leg, and fold any amount. No need to force it here. So you can put a very soft band on the right knee. Back heel very lifted as if you were pressing it up against the wall. Now rebend your right knee, back foot comes forward, halfway up, inhale, and exhale, fold. Inhale, come right up, lift the arms up. Exhale, hands together to your heart. Other side, chair pose, bend your knees. And one more breath. When you're ready, fold forward. Come up halfway, inhale. As you exhale, grab your blocks, move them, so frame your feet. Step back with the right foot this time. Set up your lunge nicely there. And then when you're ready, ground the back foot. Bend through that front knee and then rise up into warrior two. Tee the arms. Ground through the feet. And then soft gaze towards your front fingers. Couple more breaths. And now flip your front palm and reverse the warrior. Keep bending through that front knee. Take your left forearm on the left thigh. Reach the right arm up and by the right ear. Keep your chest nice and open. Keep strong through your legs there. And then if you took that other variation with your hand on the block, you can do that right here. One more breath. And now when you're ready, rise up, warrior two again. Straighten the front leg. Step the back foot in closer and then shift your hips. They're almost facing forward here. And then as you breathe in, reach through your fingers. Reach forward as if you wanted to touch the wall in front of you. And then lower your left hand on that block. Move it back a little bit and then reach the right arm up. So you just move the block so that it is right in line with the shoulder. Nice open chest. And then reach that top arm up and by the ear. Circle the hand down and then lift the back heel, straighten that front leg and fold any amount. Few more breaths. And now rebend your front knee. And we'll step the back foot forward to meet the left foot. Halfway lift, inhale. And fold as you exhale. As you breathe in, rise up, lift the arms. As you breathe out, hands together to the heart. Now we'll find that same chair pose again. So bend the knees, sink the hips. Reach up through the fingers. We'll take it into a twist. This time hands together at your heart. Now when you're ready, twist to the right side. So you bring the left upper arm to the right outer knee. Keep your gaze right in front of your feet. You might even look to the right if that's okay on the neck. Now come back to your center and come up to stand Expand the breath here in neutral. And now chair pose. We'll do that on the left. When you're ready, hands together at the heart. Twist to the left. So form on the tricep on the left outer thigh. Press here. And come back to center. Reach your arms up. Exhale, hands together to the heart. Now we'll spend a few breaths here in mountain pose. Find a little bit of grounding and stillness. Notice the connection of your feet and the floor. Notice the sounds around you. And then whenever you're ready, you will start to move again here. Reach your arms up and over. As you exhale, fold forward. As you breathe in, halfway lift. As you breathe out, bend the knees, plant your hands, step to plank pose. Downward facing dog, press back. And now come forward to your plank. Tap the knees or keep them up and then come all the way down to the floor. Point the toes, inhale, come up into Cobra. Exhale, lower. Of course, you can skip all of that if you wish. And then press back, child's pose. And just bound a few breaths here. And feel free to stay here longer if you want to. Whenever you're ready, come up into downward dog. Reach the right leg up and back behind you. As you exhale, step your foot between the hands, lower the back knee, and then crawl the hands on top of the right thigh. Find your balance here into this lunge. Stay there or reach both arms up and by the ears. We'll take another twist here. Take your hands at the heart. And now twist to the right, so left tricep, right outer thigh. You can stay right there or tuck the back toes and lift the back knee. A little more balance required here. Pull belly into your spine. Not forcing the twist, just going at your own rhythm and pace. One more breath. And then lower your hands down. Grab your two blocks and frame the right foot. Relower the back knee. Now we'll come into a half split stretch. So walk the blocks back and straighten the right leg any amount. It doesn't need to be straight. You can see my leg a little bit bent there. Flex the right foot. Now walk the blocks forward again. Plant your hands. Step back, downward facing dog. And now left leg goes up and back. As you exhale, step the foot between the hands, lower the right knee. Crawl your hands on top of your left thigh just to find your balance. You can stay right there or reach your arms up and over the ears. And if you did the twist on the other side, we'll do it right here. So take your hands together at the heart, twist to the left. So if you did on the other side, lift the back knee up. Working the balance there, working the legs. So reach back through the right heel. Imagine a wall behind you. And now lower the hands down, relower the back knee, set up your blocks to frame your left foot, straighten the left leg, walk the blocks back just a bit, and straighten the left leg any amount. Remember, it doesn't have to be completely straight. You can keep it nice and bent, just like I'm doing here. Now walk the blocks forward again, plant your hands, downward facing dog. Take another deep breath. Whenever you're ready, come forward to plank pose. Hold it right there. Legs nice and strong. And then when you're ready, we'll come all the way down, knees or no knees. Come all the way down to the floor. And straighten the legs behind you. Reach the arms back by the sides. Palms face down. And we'll spend a few breaths here in this resting position where the body is in a neutral space. Just feel the breath. Notice the sounds. You might switch your gaze to the other side. And now from here, palms face down, zip the legs there, and then when you're ready, come all the way up. So lift the chest, lift the arms, lift the legs. Keep your gaze down so the neck stays neutral, so instead of looking forward. When you're ready, release. Make a pillow with your hands, point the elbows out to the sides. Move your hands back under the shoulders. And come up to hands and knees and come up to sit. So swing your legs around and in front of you. Legs together, legs straight. Flex your feet. Take your hands behind you. Arms straight. Come onto the fingertips. Reach your chest forward. And pull from the inner thighs here. Imagine you were pressing your feet into a wall. Imagine you were sitting in between two walls here. And now bend your right knee into your chest. Cross it over your left foot. Sit nice and tall. Take your right hand behind you. Reach your left arm up and by the ear. Now twist to the right side. Open your chest. Keep active through the bottom leg. And just one more breath here. And I come back to center. And both legs straight. We'll do that on the other side. So bend your left knee. Cross it over your right foot, your right leg. Sit nice and tall. And take your left arm up and over the left ear. Take your left hand behind you. And then twist over to the left. So hugging that left thigh. And breathe. Not forcing the twist. And come back to center. Move forward on your mat. When I come into a forward fold here, if it helps, you can place a blanket under the hips to bring them up a little bit more. Use your 2 blocks and make a little table in front of you. You can adjust it to whatever height suits you best. Plant your hands in front of you. Tend your fingers. And you might stay right here like I'm doing. And if you like to come forward more, you can do that as well and use your blocks to rest your head. There's no need to force it, so use your breath, notice sensations in your body, notice what's going on. If you're already feeling a lot of stretch, there's no need to go too far. And then walk the hands back, lift the torso back up. Take your hands behind you again. Take your hands behind the knees and come up. We'll move forward on the mat again and come to lie down on the back. When you get there, knees bent, soles of the feet on the floor. Arms by the sides, just like you started. Notice the breath. Notice the quality of your breathing. And from here, I'm going to take it into a recline twist. So lift your hips, move them over to the left side of the mat, pull the knees into the chest, and then twist to the right. So both knees to the right, left arm to your left. And breathe here. Few more breaths. Come back to center. Pause. Arms by the sides. Let the spine be neutral. And now we'll do that on the left. So hips go to the right, knees to your left. Reach the right arm to the right. Few more breaths here. Come back to center. Bring the knees into your chest. And now come into a happy baby pose. So bend the knees and then grab the outer edges of your feet. Sway from one side to the other. Give yourself another hug. And now go ahead and straighten the legs forward, arms by your sides. We'll set up for Shavasana, corpse pose. You're welcome to place something under your knees or something under the head to make yourself more comfortable. Whenever you are settled, you can begin to tune inwards by bringing your awareness to your breathing. Noticing the inhales and exhales. Notice the front of your torso expand as you breathe in and contract as you breathe out. So with each exhale, notice the back of your body come closer to the ground. And with that, notice the feeling of your body in the floor. Notice all of the meeting points between your body and floor. The back of your head and the floor. The back of the arms and the floor. Back of the hands and the floor. The upper back and the floor. Middle back and the floor. Lower back and the floor. Buttocks and the floor. Calves and the floor. Heels and the floor. Notice your body just lying down effortlessly on the floor. And let yourself rest here. Nothing else to do but to be here. We'll start to bring the awareness back. You can start to wiggle fingers and toes. Maybe sway your head from one side to the other. And then bend your knees one at a time. Pause. Roll to the right side in fetal position. Pause. And when you're ready, come up to sit. Find a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. I'm going to sit on a block here. So lifting my hips up so that the knees are lower than the hips. And when you're settled, close your eyes. And just notice how you feel without expecting a right way to feel. Notice any sensations in your body. Notice the thoughts going through your mind without resisting any of it. Simply observe and welcome. Now take your hands together at your heart. Lower the chin to the chest. Nice long deep breath in. And deep breath out. Again, inhale. And exhale. Namaste. Thanks for practicing with me. I'll see you next time.